channel and welcome back to another week. Oh, it's going to be good. We've got the GoPro, it's on the window ready to go. We have got the lorry all sorted, we've done all the defects and all that jazz, and we're hitting the road. So it's a bit later this morning. It's actually, what time is it? 20 to 9. Started at around, well, got to the yard about 8 o'clock. Sorted all my stuff out and I'm ready to go now. Basically we are going to the Netherlands again, so we haven't got our telepass boxes yet, so we have got to work out how to top up this toll box that I've got for Belgium, and then once we manage to do that, then obviously we will then be flat out through Belgium into the Netherlands again. We've got to collect the loading shovel, and once we've collected said loading shovel, we'll be basically on our way to go. Just been told to reverse because there's nowhere we can get around, so let's do it this way. Let's see if we can get around here. Waving to old Forky man, he's not got a forklift today. There's Gary looking all angry. It's Monday morning, you should look angry on a angry on a Gary morning. Angry on a Monday morning, Gary. But yeah, right then, let's get on the road and let's see what this week becomes. Fingers crossed it'll be better than last week. Good time this morning. Basically we've just got to the Stonehenge section of the 303. It's really nice until you get to this point, because most of it's now actually dual carriageway from about Yeovil all the way up, because all the bit of Sparkford's opened up, which is decent. But yeah, now we've got to deal with idiots like this person who keep slamming on their brakes because basically they want to see the stones, but they don't just go and pay for the stones and go and look at them themselves. They just cause absolute carnage for everyone else driving. So as you can tell, I don't like this place and I don't like people like this. It's like we're doing 38 miles an hour in a 60 and they're going to slow right down now, I guarantee it. I just don't understand. Like we're doing 30, 25, just literally just look at some stones, and they wonder why this bit of road goes mental. As soon as they put, I did hear a rumour they were going to put a tunnel, they were going to dig a tunnel underneath so we don't have to look at it. They should just put like a 12-foot fence up so that no one can see them. It'd be perfect. But anyway, rant of the morning done. We should be in the port for about 1:45 after a 45-minute break. We've already got our boat bookings and we're just waiting for our GMR. We're going out empty again, so fingers crossed we can get all that sorted and we will be flat out. Look at this boat now, gone. As soon as the stones are gone, he's gone. Mental. Right then, we've made it into the port. I've got my number for my lane. I am lane number 95. I don't know where lane 95 is, I think it's right down the end. I've got about 4 minutes left of drive time, which is horrendous, because basically the port, as you come into the main port, is queued all the way up because it's all filtered down to one lane. So that wasn't good fun. So hopefully I can get a 45-minute break in before the boat. If not, it could be interesting and I might have to move some yeah, I don't know, I'm 4 minutes, that might get me on the boat. I'll have to see what happens. If not, I'll be in trouble. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Basically, if I didn't get into the port now, then there wasn't a boat for another 2.5 hours. So yeah, the boat to Calais wasn't for there you go, front of the lane as well. Right, let's park in here and get it on brake and see how we do. I'll see you guys when we're getting on the boat. Braking, everybody. I've got T-minus 3 minutes to board the boat. We are going upstairs, and this is not very organised planning. I can tell you that now. Should have had a break, but in my defence, there isn't a boat for like 3 hours. So I'm glad I actually did this. I should be alright, to be fair. If we just pull straight on the boat, we don't stop once, should be able to park just before I go over. I just don't want to rip my mud flaps off. And if anyone's not a lorry driver, this is not how you do it. But then also, if it works successfully, didn't do anything wrong. So that's a win. They seem to be all getting on with it, which is decent. Which side do they want me? On the left or the right? Oh no, don't stop now. We've got 2 minutes left. Hopefully, we literally just get parked. I don't care where we get parked, just park me anyway. But we're making it, we're making it. Look at that! 1 minute to spare. Oof. Right, let's get on the boat. Right guys, we are on deck 4.
It's not working, mate.
It's not working. Cheers, mate. Right, so the elevator is not working, so it's on foot today. Deck 4 we are, which is upstairs on the DFDS boat. There is a hell of a breeze coming down here, which is nice. Very many cars on here today. What we're going to do is find the driver's lounge and get some lunch. And then I'll see you guys when we're here.
62.
You can tell it's a rough crossing today. Everything is all shrink wrapped up. All the bottles are out. None of this stuff's falling on the shelf yet, but nice and rough. Literally left, right, left, right. Right, so it's not going so well because of the wind and obviously the weather in total. It's been a real rough crossing, but now we are waiting to be able to dock in Dunkirk due to the fact that obviously inside the port is too choppy, so we've had to stay outside for a bit. It said half an hour, but it's been longer than half an hour, so I'm not actually sure what's happening yet. Most of the area outside is all cordoned off, as you can see here. Just wandering around, it's freezing out here, and yeah, hopefully we can get off the boat and up the road as soon as possible. There we are, coming into port. A few boats loading on that. Got our docks over there, that's where we're going to be in a minute. There's all those lorries that are loading up to go onto there. It is freezing cold. I'm going back inside. I've not been doing this job long, but I'm pretty sure this man with his brand new JCB should have a strap on the boom. I might be wrong, but it's a fair tool as well. What do I know though? But yeah, we're just about to get off the boat, which is exciting, and I shall see you guys in a minute. We've managed to get a 3-hour split rest in. So what we're going to do now is not press that one. We're going to go to places, begin place, and scroll, gone the wrong way, because I always do that for France. Scroll all the way through the many countries. And there it is, France. Right, let's go. We are officially the last person off the boat. Oh, why do we have to drive through this little thing? You know what this is, everyone? If you've not seen any of my other videos, this is an elevator, I think. It looks like the elevators we've been on before. I'm not entirely sure if it is. It might be like an ADR zone or something. I'm not sure. It's got like grids in it, so it could be ready for if things leak or something. But yeah, we are literally the last person off this layer of the floor on the boat. Fingers crossed we're plain sailing and we can, plain sailing, definitely rough sailing. Yeah, fingers crossed we can have a good drive now and get all the way to the destination where we are loading. From what I understand, we are loading a shovel and a set of tyres, which mean that we are on obviously an MRN and a T1 form. I'm slowly still getting back into used to the forms and all that paperwork and all that jazz, so that'll be interesting when it comes up. Hopefully customs will be a lot quicker this time around, as we've already got some of the bits and bobs in place. But yeah, for now, let's get off the boat and see how the evening goes. Right guys, I have no idea what's going on down here. Matey boy's getting winched out. Is he getting winched out? It looks like he might be getting winched out. Oh yeah, I'm not sure what's happening. Can we get in the other way? I think we can. So what we're going to do is we're probably going to reverse and go the other way, because he looks like he might have lost his trailer, because he is fully not attached over there. Right, let's turn around and go a different way. A good long time afterwards, we have loaded. Oh, what a nightmare that was. Unfortunately, we couldn't get the machine tyres to go flat. We wanted to let a bit of air out of them to get the last bit down in height, and all the valves were broken, so we couldn't get any height down. So I've had to leave the machine and load a load more rubber, and we are just basically heading out of the industrial estate again, and we are heading for the boat. Hopefully we'll make Dunkirk, and we can get on the boat tonight, possibly the one in the morning. I'm not entirely sure yet. I'll have to see what times the boats are when we get there. But for now, we're just going to navigate our way around all of these parked vehicles, and let's get out of here. Well, it's been a long run down through Antwerp and down through Belgium. We've made it back to Dunkirk port. I've just had to have a 45-minute break, just parked up on the left-hand side inside the fence, just due to the fact that it took so long and I wasn't going to make it around through all of the procedure, because it was queued all the way around this corner when I got it. Fingers crossed all of our paperwork is correct, and we should fly through here in a second. They obviously check every single lorry here at Dunkirk, so it takes a while to obviously get everyone through. There's a bloke who's obviously, he's doing the same thing as me. He's just stopping on the left hand side, having his break. What lane should we choose? I reckon we're going to choose this middle lane. What we'll do is we'll queue up and we'll see how we go, and I'll let you guys know in a sec. We last spoke, it has been 1 hour and 8 minutes. We've got through one booth. We are booked on a boat for 6 o'clock tomorrow morning, which is not ideal because it's now 9 o'clock at night, so I wanted to have a little bit more time parked up, but oh well, it's what it is. But yeah, so currently they are searching every single lorry inside and out, because there has been a big immigration thing today with immigrants and stuff, all things not so exciting. So I'm hoping that we can just pull through. I don't know what it's like on a flatbed, low loader, whatever you want to call it, step frame, but yeah, I'm hoping they'll just look at the load and be like, yeah, go on your way, and we'll be off. So let's see what happens. Easy, better than what I expected, straight through. And then we've got to drive around this booth and down to the British checks. I'm not sure what the crack is. I need to get my passport right now actually. I'll put that in the drawer. What's that? Tax, declare, inspections for revenue and customs for the French side of things. So there's only one lane actually open, so we're going to use this lane over here, and then I think they're then checking everyone again in the sheds further along. Yeah, the French do a check and then the British do a check, so we'll see how we get on and how long we have to wait for this bit. Here we are, we made it, and we're at the front of the lane ready for our 6 AM boat, which will probably be about 5:30 I'm assuming, and then we'll get in at 7 because it's about a 2-hour boat crossing, so obviously we time travel backwards. So yeah, we should be leaving here about 5:30, 6ish, and we should get there about 7ish. But yeah, I've got to go and check out something to do with customs. I'm not entirely sure what I'm meant to be doing, so I'm just going to go and try and speak to someone and see what happens, and then once that's good, then I will go to bed, try and get some sleep before setting off. There's quite a lot of Bulgarian and Romanian lorries today I've seen, but yeah. Right, all these people must be going on the earlier boat. What time are they on the boat? Oh, he's on the 6 o'clock boat as well. Weird. I wonder why he's in that lane. Look at that, that's a big swimming pool, isn't it? Yeah, right, let's get in there and find out what we're going to do. They've even got the drone out flying. Must obviously be big problems happening tonight in here. I've just been into the customs office, and apparently I waited half an hour for no reason because there's no problem. So I don't really understand, but if anyone sees this and I have no problems, then ideal. If anyone sees this and I have problems, then let me know what I did wrong. Right, I'm going to get to bed and I'll see you guys in the morning. We've given the go-ahead to go onto the boat. It's exciting stuff. Let's make sure I get my ticket out the window quickly before I get on, because I'm never going to be able to get any breakfast else. We're like one of the last ones on this morning, which is really annoying, because that means that we will have to queue for breakfast. It's real first world problems. Right, let's see where we are going to be. Are we going to be up or down? These are the sort of things that are interesting these days. I know, I can see your hands, that's fine. Give them a wave, so thank you. What's this lane then? This lane looks like it potentially is up. No, down. Yeah, it's down it is. Down we go! Into the queue of lorries. I've just been editing the video, and the enthusiasm in these videos is definitely a lot more than the enthusiasm in the stuff when we're doing the UK stuff. The only downside to this is because obviously we're just going out and collecting and then coming back, and we don't get a lot of footage when we're collecting, then obviously it's really just getting on and off the boats. It says Dunkirk Port. Am I going to be in the inside lane again? That's good, but also annoying, because I want to have as much. Oh, we are literally tucked on the end. Just like that. Oh. Good old butt flaps. That's it, we're literally one of the last ones on, which means we'll be the first ones off. Right, don't even have to worry about parking. And they're here. This boat's going to be like 2 hours or so, so. Right, there's that done. Right, let's get on. Let's go and find some breakfast. We are being lazy this morning. Just jumped in the elevator. Got the shower bag. Just like that, we are off. we just got to navigate our way down the boat because we're right at the back, and then we can basically, said it again, the word basically. I hope everyone's enjoying these videos. Yeah, this one's a bit more in depth. I'm just finishing editing last week's video, our first trip to Europe without a GoPro, so that's a bit interesting. It's not that long, but yeah, basically a nightmare with customs last week, a bit of a nightmare with customs this week. Unfortunately, I can't now get my RHA app that I use for my checks to work because obviously there's no signal on the boat, so I'm going to have to make sure I pull over and sort that out later on. Obviously I've done my checks on the boat while we waited to get off. Now all I need to do basically is just sign it all off, and then we are good to hit the road. But we won't be able to pull over in a sec because it's always a nightmare in Dover. There's not really anywhere to pull over, and obviously they're always checking, and with us being the first ones off the boat, it means we've got the best run for up the motorway. So fingers crossed. It's 7:30 now. Got in later than I expected again, which always seems to be the way at the moment with these boats, but we will get there in the end. We've got to get back to the yard. Once we get to the yard, tip, and then I have generally no idea what I'm doing after that. Hopefully it'll be something decent, but it won't be back out to the Netherlands, I can imagine, because it's obviously now going to be late Wednesday afternoon before getting back to the yard, because it's about 4 hours, and it's between 4 and 5 hours. I did it obviously the other day in 4.5 hours, but it was very close. It wasn't a good time. I'm just wondering what is happening here. I don't know. It's busy and busy. Right, let's get off of it and see how the day goes. We made it to Weyhill Services. I've just had a 45-minute break, and now I'm just going to back out of the space, and then we will be grabbing some fuel, and then fingers crossed we'll have a nice easy drive all the way back down to the yard. Just been watching a movie, I think it's called A Star Is Born, something to do with Lady Gaga and that. It's actually alright, to be fair, but that's how I've just spent my last 45 minutes. Why did I go on that one from the middle? What's that about? Why did I choose this one? Right, anyway, let's get AdBlue, some diesel, and then we will hit the road. Here we are loaded with fuel. Perfect. Now for another, what is it? 145 million miles. Loads and loads of traffic for ages. I was trying to work out what was going on, but it looks like there is some sort of probably wide load or something up here. It doesn't look wide because we're not having to move over in the third lane, we're just headed down on here, but hopefully in a second when we get a bit further down you'll actually be able to see what's happening. I don't know, there's definitely one car, one van. Goes on, they're going at a fair speed, they're doing 56 miles an hour. There's two vans, one car there, which is escort vehicle, one van now. Get up the road a bit more. Good morning all. So here we are, empty still. We made it all the way up to Stafford last night, down in the old usual industrial estate. We've had these boys whizzing past us all night. But yeah, we are ready to go. Just doing some checks around the lorry, just making sure everything's all tip top. It's cold today. It seems to be a trend. When it's warm, I'll tell you that it's warm all the time. But today, and every other day at the moment, it's cold. So I'm just going to finish my checks. I need to use my torch on my phone, so I'm going to hang up on the old video. But yeah, I shall see you guys when we get on the road, and we're obviously heading up to Manchester to pick up 2 vehicles. So we'll see how that goes. Time this morning, we've just come off of the M6 and then the M56. I think that's the one. I'm not really familiar with Manchester that much. We are currently on, if anyone knows it, the A34 Kingsway, but the only A34 I know is the one that goes up from Southampton. But yeah, this is another A34. It's all 40 mile an hour. There's cameras everywhere from the sound sat nav binging away. There's one right there. But yeah, we're just basically running through the city centre now of Manchester. Unfortunately, probably won't. I was going to put a time lapse on, but you probably won't be able to see a lot. So what I'll do is I'll save it until we come back out after we've collected our vehicles, because at least it'll be daytime. But it'll probably just be carnage then. You won't actually see a lot because it will just take ages to get out. But yeah, for now I'm going to do the last 14 minutes through the city. It's 7 minutes to 7, so I'm still hoping that we will glide through and all of these people will still being lazy and asleep, which would be ideal. It's definitely getting busier, but we'll see how we get on. It's an RS6 there. Smart. But yeah, we'll see how we get on, and I shall see you guys when we get there. Nearly 3. It took a lot longer than I wanted to. We got there at about 7:15, which was a little bit early, but I wanted to have a 45-minute break anyway. It turns out I wasn't actually booked until 9 o'clock once I got the paperwork, so then I had to wait a little bit, and they don't let the cars or vehicles or whatever out any earlier from the place we collected from. So yeah, basically I had to wait and hang on, and then one of them was ready and then the second one wasn't ready, so that was a nightmare. But we got there in the end, only about 3 hours after we arrived. But we are on the road again, and nothing exciting. Like I say, there's not a lot going on, so it's just a run all the way back down. Apologies, the GoPro died. Yeah, so just about 4.5 hours, 4 hours 15ish, so it'll probably be another 45-minute break on the way back down. But yeah, we should get back today and we should be able to do something else afterwards, hopefully. But for now, I'll leave you with a time lapse of us leaving the lovely Manchester. Well, here are the 2 vehicles that we've collected. We didn't actually quite make it back to the yard without a break, so I've stopped here for a 45-minute break at Sedgemoor. This truck's pretty cool with its visor and that. Do like that. But yeah, I'm just going to pop over into the Shell garage to go to the toilet. But she's looking like she needs a bit of a clean after yesterday. I don't know why people park over there in this services, because there's so many spaces. But then, to be fair, that crater that's a fair size hole. But yeah, we're not that long away from getting back to the yard. No idea what's in store for the rest of the week, but we will see what happens. There he is, boss man himself, with his squeaky brakes. He's off down to Scania to drop his lorry in for a service. Goes obviously in every 6 weeks, but I think they have to make sure there's enough room, obviously, because of the size of the trailer and the unit itself. But I don't know why the wipers are on. But yeah, there he is, off into the real world. Into Bristol to collect the vehicle. So we've got one vehicle to collect from Bristol and one vehicle to collect from Bridgewater. Again, unfortunately, I won't be able to show you the actual place where we're collecting, but I will be able to show you the vehicles once we've got them. We are slowly collecting a wide range of vehicles from vehicles that you can use for when you start off as a new driver or anything really. Plenty of pickups, plenty of vehicles, so if you're interested, check out the links in the description for any of the auction stuff. Yeah, grab yourself a bargain. But yeah, we've got a wet day by the looks of it, and I'm not sure what's going to happen with the rest of it either, because obviously it's Friday and it's now just on 8:30. So the place we're loading from we're booked in at 9 o'clock, so it's going to be whether they'll let us in half an hour early or not, and then back straight that down and see if they let us in half an hour early, because we're definitely not going to take us an hour and a half or so to get from Bristol to Bridgewater. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, unfortunately guys, we won't get a lot of footage today, but I hope you've enjoyed this video so far, and if you have, definitely subscribe, like, and drop us a comment of what you want to see, or anything you want to see really. If we can sort of try and fit it in, any questions you've got, I'll try and answer. Yeah, try and get a bit more interactive. We'll see how we go. So I'll see you guys in a bit. In a race, we've made it back to the yard, and we're giving Gary a race in the mighty forklift. Look at the size of it. What a beauty. He loves it. He's so happy. He's always smiling, our Gary. He upgraded himself from the handler. Right, let's get these two vehicles off, and let's find out what is to come for the rest of the day. We're big in the game now. Look at that. No, just leave it there, mate. Spot on. Put that down there. Pinch those ramps in. Perfect. Spin her out, or send her down like that. That would do, wouldn't it? Well done. Marvellous. Thank you very much. Cheers. There he is. The man, the myth, the legend, Matthew Twang. He's off to wash his lorry. I've just spent the last hour and a bit washing my lorry. It's all lovely and clean. Did the trailer as well. Unfortunately, obviously the job with the mini digger and that got cancelled. So now I am going to take some lights and stuff off my lorry. All the bits and bobs I've fitted over the last few months, and take all them off, and I am going to head home. So let's see what the weekend has to come. We've got our Christmas party at the weekend, and then yeah, I don't know what's happening after that, but yeah, I shall see you guys in the next video. So enjoy yourselves, have a good weekend, and see you later.